Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today my girl Steph is back. You guys probably remember her. I don't even think we ever did a YouTube video together, but her hair was blonde and it ended up getting really damaged because she had permanent color and banding and stuff. So it took many sessions and she's my friend, so we pushed the limits and we loved it, and now she's so gray. And I did her hair like a couple weeks ago and you can already see the gray coming in. And that was a week ago, you guys. So we took her darker because she had COVID. And after that, her hair, you hear about all these people having hair loss and breakage. And her body's not retaining nutrients. So you can see how beautiful this is. I did this with a foil conversion. We did a full low light. Then I packed in a paint between. And look how beautiful that color is. So we know that's going to lighten up a little bit, and you can never bleach extensions. So we got 2 bags of tape-ins. One that's called the Brown Batter, which is about a level 5-7 highlight, low light. And then we have the level 3-4. So we're going to piggyback them and do the dark one on the bottom and the light one on the top. And we're going to give her some length. You can see all this hair that's small. And this will just give her time to get her hair healthy again. And we're not going to stay away from the blonde. You know we're not. We're going to go back. She's already talking about it. We just did this last week. So if you want to watch this tape-in application and how I do it on short hair and hair that's really layered and breakage and damage and how to make it look all universal and come together, then keep watching. Hey guys, welcome back. So today I have a really good in-depth tutorial for you guys with tape-in extensions. You know, I've been diving into the extension realm a little bit lately. I do it open to the public now, and I've been getting a lot of clients coming in, and I have a lot of my clients who are interested in them as well, and we have them booked for consultations. But Steph, we took her blonde. We never did a video on YouTube that I recall, but she came in with bands. Her hair was always thick and long and luscious, but band after band after band of black permanent dye and red spots everywhere because she loves changing her hair color. And we did around 8 to 10 sessions to get her blonde. And let me just state, you know, disclaimer, the things we did to her hair I wouldn't do to just any paying client. Stephanie's a good friend of mine since I was younger. We were able to push the limits a little bit more with her because she wanted to, and she's my friend, and I knew that it was a learning experience and I was down for it, and I would never go too far. But it came out beautiful. We got her blonde finally. It blended with the gray seamlessly, and then she got COVID. After COVID, she had extreme nutrition issues, couldn't eat for about a month. Her hair was falling out in clumps, on top of it already being brittle from all the lightener and all that stuff. It was just not a good scene. It got very thin. It started breaking off. So we took about a 4 to 5 month break. We didn't put bleach on it. Didn't even touch her roots. Now we're back. We ended up taking her to a foil conversion and we made her nice and brunette. And now today we're going to use tape-in extensions to give her some length and get her back to feeling normal. We purchased 2 bags of 16-inch tape-in extensions. One's a highlight low light, around a level 5 low light, around a 6-7 highlight, and then we have the level 3-4 dark base color, and I'm piggybacking them. So I'm doing the dark color underneath, light color on top. If we wanted more dimension and a little bit more depth, I would do it, you know, every other, back and forth. But we wanted to have some highlight in there because the thing is, she even thought it was weird because the color looked a lot lighter. And I told her to trust me because what's going to happen, we did her color a week ago. She's only washed it once. Her hair is porous from all the damage, so it sucked that color up and it will release. So that color is going to fade and it's going to warm up. I've used a similar color, I think the highlight, low light color, on my client before winter. We've had it for about a year and I have not touched her ends once since we took her dark. So I already predicted and see what this is going to end up doing. That's why today it ends up blending seamlessly, but as time goes on over the next few weeks, her hair will start lightening up a little bit more and make it even more seamless. I hope that makes sense. Alright guys, so now we got most of the main perimeter filled in. Now it's time to go in and take about half a bag left and fill in gaps. So there's no real gaps. As you go, you brick lay. So I start down here, I'll do 3 in a row. See, there's one there, one here, one here. Then where those empty spots are in between them, the next row I fill that in. So then you start filling in gaps. You always want to make sure that they're always overlapping another one, no matter where they are in the hair, so you don't see any gapping or holes in the depth of the hair. And as they get up higher and higher, now I got all the bases covered. Now I'm going to go in and fill in spots like right here. You can see she had some breakage there. So I'm going to put one right here. You don't want to go too high, but you want to put one here. Steph has thick hair other than, you know, the breakage. When her hair grows back, it'll be thick again, but I can get away with this because she can hide it. So we want to go up a little bit and just try to hide some of these really short hairs you can see. So I go in, and I've been putting the dark one on the underneath, and I do the light one on the top the whole entire time. If I want more depth, I would probably do vice versa every other time. I go in, I always tap with my finger, making sure I don't get any oil on it. And then I take my comb and I rub it to make sure all those hairs are sticking. Then I clean up the corners, and then whatever hair doesn't stick, you want to make sure you really section it off, because that will cause damage if you don't, because it will be loose hair in the middle. And I take the lighter color, I just put it on top, make sure they match up. There's nothing worse than having them not match up, because they'll fall right out sooner. And make sure you squeeze. Sometimes I don't even do 2 hands. She has thick hair, that's why I'm doing it. Usually I'll go like this and it's fine. Just make sure those lie down, and I always comb through it when I'm done to make sure it's holding in well. So that went in, and now you can see how already it's starting to look better in that spot. And she has a little cowlick here, so you want to make sure that you're visualizing aware of everything going on. So now that's looking good. I think I'm going to put one here. As you can see, we have a little bit of that. So it's all about what you visualize as a creative artist. So we'll do one here. Keep in mind and remind your client that once you wash the hair and they blow dry it the first time, it's going to expand. It's going to become even fuller. Some people like to put water on it and blow dry it before they put it in the head. I don't, but if they air dry it, it will just look nice and naturally wavy. And Steph has all this breakage, so we're going to have to flat iron that. But you can see how everything's coming together. And it looks like we have like that darkness that blends down into light. So it looks really, really cool. I'll put one over here, around the same area. And you can also put them on diagonals and slants. I feel that's the best because the head's round. So you always want to just make sure you follow your gut of what you think you want to do. Some people say you're not supposed to do anything but horizontal. I've done the slants all the time, especially around the front, so it brings it to the front. And I've never had an issue with it. Just make sure if you do this, see how there's a lot of hair in between there that I'm going to clean up and make sure nothing that's not sticking is out of there. But I just rub my finger, make sure you have no oil on your hands or anything. Then I go like this, and you can see all that hair right there didn't stick. So you want to go in and make sure you clean it up, because if you don't, it will fall off easier. And then this is the last one after this. And of course, clients are addicted already at this point, so you want to use all the hair. Never had a person say don't use it all. I'm going to take a look at her head now. And I notice right here, this side has a little bit more breakage. So I'm going to probably put one right here. But you don't want to get too close to the hairline. There's always a placement I try to follow, but sometimes you have to do detail work. You can see how broken it is right here. So I have to put one there, and then we'll slide it and everything. She's not going to be wearing her hair up in public anyway right now because of all the damage. So it's okay. And like I said, I can go a little higher like this because she has the thickness to hide it. And I'm going to just put one right here just so that we have. And when you do it on a slight diagonal like this, it brings everything forward and you don't need to use as much. And in this area, make sure you actually use a good amount of hair when you're about to apply it. Because I find if you use too much thinness of hair, because it's around the hairline, it's usually thinner, it will fall out or it won't hold well. Remind your clients also to make sure they use a wet brush or a brush and start like an inch or two down from the root. You never want to use a comb because you will, if this is their first time with tape ends, they will comb those extensions right out of the head. And see how close it is, but see how it moves? It's movable. So if they want to put it back, Steph will only put this up when she's home. You can see this is all damaged, but even as it starts growing, next time she can be like, Brett, I didn't like it here. Let's place it a little bit back or a little bit further. Because you can see all this broken shortness there. But it didn't go all the way that close. So now that's a lot better, so that when I do the face frame, look at that, you guys. No gaps. Now the best part is to cut it. She wants to keep it as long as possible. So we're just literally going to make sure everything's even. And Steph has thick hair, so we only did the 2 bags because her hair was broken. So we don't really need to slide much. Right here, like I said, we're gonna use a flat iron. And then as our hair starts getting healthier again, we can always go in and add another bag. So we want to start out with the 2. Look at this ponytail that she's not used to having for a long time. Or even if she wants to wear it low like that, or in a bun like this, it's really cute. So I made sure that the hair is even. Now I'm pulling everything forward. And see how the 2 bags is just realistic right now? Because Steph had a lot of damage. So as her hair gets thicker and thicker, as it grows in, you can see it's thick up here because it's healthier hair. It's going to get thicker and thicker, then we can add another bag, but she didn't need that right now. And always, with her, I'm going to keep it blunt because we want it to look thicker. I never really suggest, you know, not point cutting when you're doing extensions, always point cut. But in her situation, she has thick hair naturally, so we want to make sure. And this is my favorite part, is the slide cut. This side's not as bad as the other one was. So I take this right here, and where her hair ends, I just slowly go in and out, open, close, open, close, open, close. And this is what makes it look so real. You can do it 100 times. Take a little at a time. See, she's starting to have bangs per leg, which is amazing. So you don't want to get crazy with it. But just that little face frame. Right here, as you can see. A lot of people are like, oh my god, I spent all this money on hair, why are we cutting it? Yes. And all I did, because she wanted all the length, was just made it even at the ends. Because all of them are the same length and they're putting on different parts of the head, you have to even it. So it's probably like a 1/2 inch. And all we're going to do is that little face frame for her. And these little bangs can go like this, once we style it back. And then it gives us like that nice little, it's just cute. And now I'll do the other side. I know, right? Isn't it funny how I didn't even pay attention to where the scissors went? I was worried about the comb. Where the scissors went, I was worried about the comb. And the key is to keep it open and close, open and close, open and close. And I keep my finger in between like this so that it doesn't cut anything by accident. I had a client sneeze once when I was doing her face frame. That didn't turn out pretty. And the best thing about tapes is next time she comes in, she can be like, I want more here, I want one here, I want one less here. Move this one here. It's all custom for your client. Yeah, there's certain placements that you can learn in the beginning and everybody has a similar placement. But once you do it, then the client feels it and wears it, they'll know if they want some change. See, look how perfect that looks. Everybody has a thicker side. This is Steph's thicker side naturally. That's why I put the extra tape there. This side's her thinner side. And you can see how that's perfect as well. And like I said, next time she comes in and says, I want more on this side, we can do it. So now we're done. We're going to flat iron the top and wave the ends. Stay tuned. You guys see how just doing this little flat iron part, this trick, you don't want to curl the short pieces like this because then they're going to stick out and do weird things. Look how much better that looks on Steph now. So much better. Even without doing this, it blends, but you want it to be perfect. I'm a perfectionist. Right, Steph?
Right.
Yeah,
Are you trying to cut people with scissors?
Shut up.
They should be like, turn.
And there you guys have it. Look how beautiful these results came out. My baby lights blend so well with that thicker stitch of the highlights on the extensions, and it all melts together like a beautiful melting pot. It all blends so seamless with her damaged hair. As it gets thicker, we will add another bag. Let me know down below what you guys think of this tutorial. Let me know if you liked it. Subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. As always, guys, so long for now. Oh my god, my highlights merge into it so freaking well.